It's September 18th, 2011, and you're watching Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games. Yeah. I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Welcome to episode 300 of Mods on Air, bringing you the week in gaming news as modders, developers, and the occasional gamer. I am foyleman, and also on the show today we have with us Welshy. How you doing today, Welshy?
Yeah, hello.
We have Breesy with us. Hello, Breesy.
Hello.
And from the middle of, he might not be sure, Jynx. How you doing today, Jynx?
Morning. How's everybody? Still morning for me, yes.
Yeah, it's now noon here.
Yes,
so anyway,
I'm in
Wyoming, yeah. So before we begin, let me remind you all that this show is recorded live before an audience. Yes, and you may be a part. Anyone can listen and message about the topics as we discuss them in real time. And for the topics that are discussed, I'm hoping that Welshy will throw that URL into the chat window. And for the other links that are posted, I wouldn't be clicking on them. Don't know where you'd end up. And finally, if you haven't heard the show before, well, you know, there may be some explicit language or adult themes. If you have heard the show before, then you're probably back because of that. So, yeah, so we have a new episode today, episode 300. I'm also running off of a newly formatted machine, so things are running a little more quickly and hopefully delivering all the
Stable.
audio and video to you. I don't know if it is or not. It probably took me all day yesterday to do because of all these little issues, you know, trying to reformat and get a show running. I had to do webcam max and set that up so that it was actually recognized as a webcam, and then get all my video and audio to work with the mixing board and the Flash Media Live encoder and this and that, and you know, it's never a 1, 2, 3 process. It's always a lot of hoops to jump through, but it's working, I think, right? Everybody seems to be hearing and seeing. So that's good news. I've also noticed that the chat window is a lot more live, a lot more real time than it used to be. You'll notice that the videos over here with Jynx, Breesy, and Welshy, they might actually be talking, and you might be hearing them at the same time. Imagine that.
Like in real life.
The wonders of technology.
It's like we're in the same room, man. It's amazing.
It's a wonderful thing. Okay. So yeah, we have some things to talk about this week, and so let's jump right into some of the hardware news that we have here. Let me grab that picture of something coming from Corsair: a mouse, headphones, and a keyboard for gaming. Corsair, the people who usually used to only bring us memory, then started bringing us power supplies, and I don't know if they're doing cases, but they're definitely doing this kind of hardware now. Yeah,
I have Corsair power supply.
Me too.
Just thought I'd tell you.
I don't.
I might have a power
I have
supply
nothing.
for it, but
I only have a CPU cooler. That's the only Corsair bit I got.
Oh yeah, actually I got a H50 as well. Yeah, that's a good point.
well, now they're hitting up the gaming hardware area with some sort of gaming mouse called Vengeance. Actually, I shouldn't say mouse. I should say mice. They have two kind of mice going on here. Being, what is it? One is supposed to be, well, everything here has the word like red mechanical in there, dealing with the switches and stuff, their own kind of special switches. But nice polling position. Looks like some adjustability going on there. Something that you might want to check out. The picture that I have here looks like the one. No, this is it. I was going to say the other one looks like a WoW mouse because it has like
Yeah, this is it. There's
10 buttons on the thumb.
FPS one, and there's an MMO one.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Vengeance M60 performance FPS laser mouse, and then you got the Vengeance M90 performance MMO and RTS laser mouse.
So if you're looking for a new mouse, let's just say hypothetically, I'd probably stick with the Logitech because I know it so well, but would you consider going with something like Corsair, or would you probably say, well, you know what, maybe I should go with the Mad Catz, which is that fully adjustable palm piece, you know, everything? I don't know. We'd have to see how these guys
I like
Razer.
my Razer. Yeah.
Razer? I don't like Razer.
Me too.
I like the sound
Well.
it makes when it clicks things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like the way it feels because it's like an ambidextrous one, so you can. Not that I'm actually left-handed or anything, but
Yeah.
it just feels comfy in your hand.
Likes to
It
switch it up
fits
every
my
now and
big
then.
gawky
Sure.
hand.
Yeah. Wait. You said your Razor fits your big gawky hand? Because I only remember the
Yeah.
small little mice from Razor, the ones that were always
Oh
smaller
no.
than.
Mine's
Oh
quite
look,
big.
it's the same size as my hand. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Literally.
I have the copperhead
So,
one.
and it's got adjustable
Yeah, the
buttons too. It
Copperhead I
actually
have.
slides the buttons out farther for longer fingers.
The
Yeah, I have
Copperhead's
the
smaller,
Imperator
isn't
or
it?
whatever the hell it's called.
Isn't the Copperhead
I
smaller?
don't
I
know.
think one of you guys said you had it.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, she does. But while she has like little girly hands, so
That's true.
Oh.
I have very small hands, so that explains a lot.
Which is amazing why that phone looked small in his hand earlier.
Yeah, that phone is actually massive. It's just my hand.
But this keyboard does look kind of interesting. I like the idea that they have these red textured keys for you to find those WASD keys and number keys, so you don't have to look down in the heat of battle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
I
what
have
I'm
that
thinking.
problem now. I can
I was gonna
trust
say,
I don't need to look at the keyboard while I type. I'm pretty sure I know
Well,
where those are.
I have to look down every now and then. If you have a keyboard like this with things on the side, then you're like, oh, am I pressing the Control or the G6 button? You know, a button that I
Right.
never use.
I mean, on occasion,
Sometimes
Yeah.
hit the escape.
like with a new game, I might have to do something in the sense of like my fingers aren't used to stretching that way for a button or something. I have to make sure I hit the right one.
But it does look nice. It's supposed to be a mechanical keyboard. I've never used a mechanical keyboard. One thing that it does say that I do like, that is something that every gamer should be looking for, is the number of keys you can press down at once without the keyboard becoming confused. And in this case, 20 keys. Because you pick
That's
up,
cool.
you pick
Never
up
had
like
to
a
use that
Microsoft
many
keyboard.
before.
No.
Well, you pick up like a
Even
Microsoft
Armor doesn't
keyboard,
need that many buttons.
it'll fail at like 4. If you ever try like moving, crouching,
I'm gonna try mine now.
strafing, and jumping, then everything gets screwed.
Mine,
I know that sounds like a lot
yeah,
of
mine
weird
said
things to
10
do.
on the box. So
Yeah, I think mine's about 10.
it could do 10. Yeah, so it could do 10 on the box. So
10 is usually fine, but this thing does 20, which I know I can't imagine how trying to do 20. But
well, yeah, what the
You'd have to
fuck
use
are
your
you
feet.
gonna do?
I think
Can't
that's
even
what I
press
Right?
too many keys at once. You can surely the
It's
max
for
you can
Welshy
do
when he
is 10.
passes out on his keyboard. That's what
Yeah,
that's
face
for.
down.
I mean, seriously, you'd have
It's more than one button.
make a jig. Yeah, you'd have to make a jig for that, you know? Like,
Gamer, this one does not have an LED setup. They do have one that does have an LED setup, but it does not have the textured keys. So you get to choose one or the other. You don't get both.
yeah, no braille.
I
All
can
right.
press 10 keys at once. And my still works. I got the G11, the Logitech one.
All right, jumping over to some real gaming stuff. We have some multiplayer modes explained as far as Battlefield 3 comes up, and I don't think we were ever confused as to what modes we're going to play. But just in case you were, we have Team Deathmatch, Squad Deathmatch, Rush, Squad Rush, Conquest, and I think that's it. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing that
Basically the same thing, yeah.
as Bad Company.
Well, I wonder though, what's the difference between team deathmatch and squad deathmatch? Is squad deathmatch like say 4 or 5 squads against? So we could be in one
Against
squad.
each other.
Yeah. So you could have like 4 or 5 different squads against another 4 or 5 different squads.
Basically, last man standing of the squad, that squad wins.
Yeah.
There's only allowed to be 4 squads.
Which probably means you
Right.
can't, like you said you experienced at PAX, you can't squad up in team deathmatch.
That would
Just a thought.
explain
That
the
makes
issues.
sense, yeah.
No. When Strider and I played at a PAX, we were in squads, and we were playing what I thought
Oh,
was
you were?
deathmatch, team
I thought-
deathmatch. However, what you might not realize is that team deathmatch only allows for 24 players, 12 versus 12. That's what this says. I don't know if that's true for the PC, but that's what it says. Squad deathmatch, 16, 4 versus 4, yeah. Rush, 24, 32. 32 players on PC. Squad Rush, 8. 4 people versus 4 people. And Conquest is 32 or 64 on PC.
On the PC, yeah.
Interesting. Why it's an or, not just up to 64. So yeah, that's some interesting combinations. Like 4 people versus 4 people is a interesting idea. We'll see what happens with it. We'll see how they change up the maps to make it work. I am looking forward to this, though. There is another trailer out there, pretty much based off of the trailer that we already saw, the Operation Guillotine gameplay trailer. But this trailer is specifically from the Xbox 360, and it does look good. I kind of, watching it earlier this week, I was thinking to myself, this looks like it contained a little bit more than the other trailer did. Did it? Does anyone know?
Yeah, it's like extended, I think. It is definitely longer because I don't remember seeing the guy loading the mortar and whatever. We had like a brief glimpse of it, but it was definitely longer.
Right, and it wasn't really a regular mortar; it was a flare mortar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's helpful.
It was the
That's what I
lightest guy.
Never heard of a 203 round that does the exact same thing. Never mind.
So there we go. He's got to follow the other player, which is good. That was a rough cut to the flare. Illumination rounds, sorry. Little help over the wall. This definitely looks like single player. It does not look like it's co-op or team. It probably will play as co-op, but it doesn't look like that's what they're filming here. Notice that as you throw the grenade, your grenade is actually flashing in the air as you throw it, so you can see it. I don't remember that option in there.
It does that in single player of Bad Company 2.
Does it?
Yeah, I thought it did too.
I don't play that too much, so yeah.
That's definitely single player.
It's on the Xbox. You don't have friends on the Xbox.
Looks like fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
and they wouldn't use words like ambush, words like fucked over.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah. Or using whatever words it came up with regarding the area, based on the area they're in. Yeah. Well, all right. So yeah, this thing looks exciting. I've already got it pre-ordered, and for the PC, not for the console. Yes. Because it looks like a fun game, and there have been some discussions regarding this versus MW3. I don't remember what the topics were, but I do feel like this. I do feel like I do remember my reply though, being that I felt that this Battlefield game was more of a cooperative, more of a team play. It was not like, it didn't feel like you were just some renegade person trying to run in there and blow everyone up, even in your own team. You don't care, which is the kind of the feeling I get when I've always played Modern Warfare. So, I don't know. We'll see.
That's just because you were playing with me.
Oh, that was great. Just bang. Oh, Jake said. Uh-oh.
Run!
Okay. Xbox Live functionality has been confirmed for Windows 8.
What?
Why?
Xbox Live on Windows 8. Not just Windows Live. Xbox. Microsoft Live.
Yeah.
Xbox Live. Not sure what they're trying to do here.
I say, does it mean we get to shoot the shit out of the people running around with controllers?
No.
No, we already know that
just
they did that
means
beta.
You can look at
Check
your
it
out.
account and stuff. Yeah.
Well, then I
What
don't
I got.
Yeah.
What I got was they just want to tie all your accounts together. So now not only have they got you on the Xbox, they've got you on the PC too. So, and then they can, I don't know, steal your
Take your
information
soul.
that way. Yeah.
Charge me another 40 quid when I don't want them to.
Right?
Swine.
Well, I do like how this picture, I don't know if they made this picture like this or what, or if this was an accident. This person's name back here is Conundrum, which basically means
He's
confusing.
just saying what we're all thinking.
Yes. So yeah, this thing is going to end up in Windows 8. Now, I don't have any of you. I reformatted this weekend, and I was actually thinking of installing Windows 8. You know, because the developer build is out there. You can go ahead and download it and install it if you want to take a look at it. But I was like, I'm not sure if I really want to, and I started watching videos, and every single video was like, oh, great tablet thing, just like the phone, blah blah. Well, I have a PC. Why do I want to
Yeah.
use all these motion type controls on the PC? I don't want that. Not to mention that the ability to like swipe your mouse without clicking, or those gesture type controls, they're not working in there yet. And if you guys saw the start menu, they actually show some pictures of like here's what your Windows desktop would look like if you click the right button, and it reminds you just of Windows 7, so everything's peachy keen, don't worry. Well, when you press that start button, it brings you back to that tiled screen again.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
So what happens
It's
if you
not
press a Windows key by mistake
not
while you're playing a game?
the video I kept watching, they keep saying just press the start button or the home button, press the home button, and I'm like, I don't have a friggin' home button anywhere. So what am I gonna do?
Oh, you got. It's like, I swear to Christ, Microsoft just like, you know, they put one team on and it's like the crazy ideas team, and then they build a version, and then the sensible people go, all right, for the next version we'll just fix all of that, and then
Yeah, new
oh,
drunk tank.
Get rid of that.
right, the next version's coming out. Crazy ideas team, go! Just
Yeah.
what are they doing?
New from the drunk tank, we got Crazy Eddie's idea.
I was talking to this guy down by, this homeless guy down to the bus shelter, right? And he
Right.
reckons. It's just, what are they doing?
He probably used to work at Windows, Microsoft.
He just that was his fault.
He had a good idea.
Yeah, you don't get fired when you get burned.
Yeah. So I'm really worried about the future of Windows here. Windows 7, great. I'd like to see some improvements to it, and I don't want to see this whole... I don't want my PC, my 3 monitors here, to turn into one long Windows phone.
Right.
That's not my idea of
And, having just
good.
got rid of a Windows phone, I don't want another one.
Yeah, please Google, make your operating system and make it work.
Yeah.
All right. Jumping over to something else here, we have some Skyrim stuff going on. There's a triple feature video out there that was taken, a total of like 20 minutes of gameplay footage. I think most of this, or all of this, was actually taken from PAX, but it's a really good video during an interview. Shows some wonderful stuff of what the game would look like and play like on the PC. Let's see, which one is which part? Part 1. Okay, that's good. So let's play part 1 here for you a little bit. It's a beautiful looking game.
Hi, this is Todd.
And you're watching this and like, oh, I can't wait to play it. But then you got to remind yourself, there is no co-op, there is no multiplayer. Beautiful game. Just wish that you could play this along with somebody. Now note that all the stuff that you're seeing here is what I saw when I was at PAX and played it. None of this is pre-rendered. It's all, this is what it looks like and plays like.
To bring a virtual fantasy world to life. So we've rewritten the render, we've rewritten all the gameplay, the scripting language, the faces, the foliage, and all this comes together in our new engine we call the Creation Engine. So we're interested in all the little details like this plant here, the medium details of these logs and trees, and all the way up to distant mountains. And if you've played our previous stuff, you know that mountain is not just a backdrop. You can walk all the way to the top of that mountain.
It's
a
good
huge
LOD
world.
system.
Like our previous games,
LOD
you can
being
create
level
any
of
kind
detail.
character you want, and then go do what you want.
Which basically means that it cuts down on the amount of information when you're farther away from it, but it still looks good. And there's that crazy horned hat that the guy's wearing that they were handing out at PAX.
This game's gonna be a time vampire.
Our big motto for Skyrim is you are who you play. So whatever you have in your
There
hand,
was the
whatever
fox.
you're
That was the
losing,
fox that
you get better at, and then you're
I
gonna
was
level up.
not supposed to, but was able to pick up and drag around the map.
And you could put either a weapon or a spell.
I kind of like that you can like put different things in either hand.
You can also
Yes.
dual wield spells. And what's really cool here is if you put the same spell in both hands and pull both triggers, you can get a bigger, more powerful version of that spell.
And I like how they do it, how they make it so the left button on the mouse is the left arm and the right button on the mouse is the right arm.
13 of these
Bioshock did that.
Skyrim's landscape, and they
Oh.
can
Just like the
use
right,
abilities
yeah, the right hand was weapon like guns, or, and then the left hand was your kind of superpowers.
Plasmid.
Yeah, plasmid. That's it. I couldn't think what it was called. I was calling them superpowers.
Yeah, well, they are.
Yeah.
I like this. He throws up his shield when he shoots the arrow, and then it's like
That's funny.
it works.
Yes. Who's Molly Hatchet? Wow. Am I old?
No. So yeah, looks like a great game. Something that you might want to put on your wish list.
all your items, not just what
And-
I think this is at Eurogamer next week.
It should be, yeah.
thousands of objects
I
Mhm.
You should get to,
technically have
play
this
this.
pre-ordered
zoomed in, rotated, and looked at in high detail.
by accident.
By accident.
What,
of
you like
course.
fell on the button?
Yeah, well,
Right.
I went with a mate into town and he bought Dead Island for the Xbox. And they said, did I want to pre-order this for free? Because I was using my game card to get the points. And I said, yeah, if it gives me more points. So,
Yeah, you do realize you still have to pay for the game, right? You know that.
yeah, but I'm not going to go get it.
Free! I love it. It's free. Take my money now.
But you're not going to go get it?
No, I just wanted the points.
Okay.
I might do. I don't know. I guess I'll see it next week and decide. And it looks from that video, it looks good.
It does. It's
And I'm not adverse to single player games.
Yeah,
Quite
I kind of
enjoy
am.
single player games still, actually. Yeah.
I prefer playing with other people now.
It
Yeah.
depends what game it is. Yeah. Like I like the co-op, but at the same time, I do kind of enjoy having a single player game that I can, when like nobody's about or whatever, I can jump on that and enjoy. Get kind of sucked into it still.
All right. All right. So we'll move on to another topic here. We can move on and talk about this Syndicate game that has been confirmed for next year. And this is not the Syndicate that you may have grown up with back in 1996, or 93 actually, right, is the first one. This Syndicate game is based on that, but it's going to be a first-person shooter. Now, Syndicate was actually a real-time strategy game that was built in 1993, and there was an expansion pack in 96, put out through Electronic Arts. Is this one also doing EA? I can't tell, but I can tell that it's coming to the consoles and PC. I'm not sure right off the hand. Yes, it is EA. Okay, and it looks like I'm not sure if the same developer is actually working on it or not. Nope, Starbreeze Studios is working on it, whereas Bullfrog was the original one, which I'm not surprised if they wouldn't be around anymore. And the game was actually really well received when it was a real-time strategy. So we'll see how they can do that with the first-person shooter, turning it around. I can see a lot of people actually picking this up just because they remember playing it back then. This is going to be an action espionage game. We'll see what happens. Do I have any? I don't think I have any video for it, but nope. I do not. I just have another picture. There's a picture of the old Syndicate game from '93. Games used to look like that.
Yep.
Some games still look like that.
Some games are being redeveloped
And
like that.
And we liked it.
Well, it's not like we knew any different.
SimCity 3000. I remember SimCity 2000.
I remember Sega CD with freaking, what was it?
Oh,
Dragon.
the Sega CD.
Yeah. God.
That piece
Like,
of
look at the
crap.
graphics. I know, but you're
Yeah.
like, look at these graphics. They're awesome. It's like,
That was the one where
What
you
a
like
turd.
put disc. There'd be like 12 discs, and you'd put disc 1 in and play like 5 minutes, and it would go.
Yep.
Please insert disc 2.
Yep.
You'd be like, Jesus.
Yep.
You go, all right, there's disc 2. Like you play about another 10 minutes. Please insert disc 3. What?
My phone has a bigger processor than that thing.
Okay, another game. Moving on to some news coming out regarding PlanetSide. PlanetSide 2 is still in development, and they're talking about how they're excited about making it. Of course, they're excited about making it and excited about talking about it for the potential of sales. This is going to be 100. Everything is 100% PvP and 100% open world combat. This is a persistent kind of world where everybody can just jump in and start playing. There won't be anything else other than PvP, but you will be able to, there are like factions here, so you are sort of teamed up. It is like one group against another group. You can personalize your character, because I think that's how they're going to make their money. I don't think this is going to be free to play. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't see anything in here about free to play. But this is Sony Online. I did get to play the previous PlanetSide when it was in beta, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. But then it turned around and came out with a monthly fee, and I was like, okay, I'm done. So if this thing does the same thing, then I will also do the same thing. But if this thing does do the free-to-play, I will give it a shot and see what it's got. Okay. Here's another game that has been announced this week. It is called WARCO. Basically, it is a game about you being a journalist in the war.
Oh God.
Well, you know
Just
what?
what I
Metal
wanted.
Jacket journalist, or
Well, we laugh, but Welshy, what was that game that you would play where you were a journalist fighting zombies?
I didn't play it. No, you're thinking of Dead Rising. I
yeah,
didn't play
Dead
that.
Rising.
Dead-
I thought you
I
did.
didn't-
Yeah.
No.
Dead Rising was doing that. I thought
I was on the
Welshy,
Xbox.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah, but he wasn't like filming shit. He was taping
No.
chainsaws to broom handles and shit like that. You
And
know?
snapping pictures, I know.
This is genuinely taking pictures of people shooting at other people.
Not just pictures, but video. There's a trailer, so we can watch the trailer about this. The news game. I work for
Is this like
Fox.
Pokemon Snap, but no one here is good?
No, I could have thought of a much better setting that they could have put this game into that involved taking pictures.
Sounds like a mod.
That's the mod right there.
The creepy neighbor mod.
Mrs. Robinson next door, 100 points. All right.
So yeah, you have to film the action and
Can't I just throw down the camera and pick up the gun and live the action?
there you go. You gotta film the people being sad about their everything. And then at some point, maybe at some point, you actually have to do the voiceover and. I don't know.
Write the report.
I was gonna say you have to spend the next
5,000
like
word
6 hours editing it. Yeah.
Exciting.
And star
yeah.
wipe to the next bit, and we'll do another star wipe right here.
Don't forget to press R to reload the camera.
Make sure you put the tape in. You gotta press F2 to take the lens cap off.
Mind your
Oh,
battery.
tape down.
Well, listen to this. Once a given conflict is over, the player will need to assemble the footage they've captured into a compelling TV news story.
Oh God.
What you were saying
I
there
was
is a joke.
joking.
is real.
I didn't actually realize that was part of the game. Dear God. That is the
No,
worst idea.
All right, so that'll be quite thrilling. I hope it comes in co-op because I need somebody to work it through.
One of you's the cameraman, one of you's the sound guy.
Yes. That would be
rival
okay.
reporters
Yeah.
from the Spanish network.
Okay, I got another game here that's actually available as a demo on Steam if you're interested, and this one's called Wasteland Angel, which is a World War III type setting. Here is some video for you to get an idea what's going on here. You're gonna have a heavily armored car, unlimited firepower, and you are Angel. Now this is going to be a throwback to Average Vintage arcade shooters, so when you see this, it's like, but there is a demo available if you're looking for something to fool around with on Steam. Demos are free and enjoyable sometimes when you have the time.
Sometimes.
So I thought, yeah, I'd let you know that was out there. All right. Since we're talking about Steam here, let's jump over to what's going on with their levels, their maps for Left 4 Dead 2. Death Toll is releasing. They're releasing the beta version of Death Toll today. Is that today or is that a few days ago? Actually, that was on the 16th. That was 2 days ago, and it will be. You know, they did the same thing with Cold Steam, which, by the way, I should point out that Cold Steam was supposed to be out of beta and released in its final version at the end of summer, which is over, and it's still not out. So Valve's clocks not only run on, you know, in TikTok time there, it's also seasons are different.
Yeah, because it's fucking
Their
cold
clocks
outside.
run on bullshit. That's what runs them.
Yeah.
And it should be running fast.
I don't understand how it's taking them so long to release maps that they made for a game that is the same thing.
Well, they're not releasing it. It's a beta. I mean, it's a community-made map, right?
No, not Death Toll.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the Cold.
Oh,
Steam.
Cold.
Oh no,
Steam's,
shit, no. Death Toll's original.
from the first game.
Yeah. Original effort. Yep. It's the Toll Road one.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of Coldstream there. That is supposed to be a community one, which should be out already.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
The Coldstream's the one that me and you played for that wasn't all
That
that
never-
great.
That never.
No, that was
ends.
horrible.
I never
You don't know
fucking
which way
in.
to go.
It's I'm like,
but
how
yeah,
come I can't beat this?
So, and that ending cutscene, I'm sorry. But, God, remember in the last thing where you got to press the button in the house?
I don't
It's
remember.
like this 2 minute.
It was so good, we all remember it.
Yeah.
I played it long before they updated it, and there was no end for me. I just kept getting zombies falling off the edge of the cliff and shit attacking me. I was like, fuck you all, I'm done. And I haven't played it since.
I don't
So
know,
if they've updated, there's an end, I don't know.
Well, for some reason, like you said, Death Toll is out in beta. Now, if this is like an official map, which it's supposed to be, then why is it in beta and being released? Why don't they just release it?
Because they're
Did they make
trying
it so that you
to.
could play the other characters or something? Or did they put the melee weapons in it or something like that?
They're just doing it so
Right.
they can, performing
Keep
CPR
us-
on their game. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Clear!
And they think they're going to be updating it around Halloween.
I think. Well, we told the guys to come in, but whether they actually do or not is.
Halloween 2012?
I just don't care anymore.
Well, there's stuff. There's also this other thing that's going on, which I don't actually fully understand here. I guess it's just a promotional thing, and some school picked up on it, where they're doing this thing called Learn with Portals. This is basically Well, the thing that you and I are getting out of it, if you don't already own the original Portal game, you can now get it for free. Go to Steam and just download it until the 20th. You have 2 more days to do it. You can get Portal 1
Oh,
for
wow.
free. Just grab it and play it. And what they're doing is they're also offering this to some schools, and the educators there are teaching the kids, I guess, physics. I think they're trying to teach them about physics, math, logic, spatial reasoning, that kind of stuff, problem solving, and they're letting the kids play this thing. And so I guess that's how they're tying this together.
You know what I found it works good for?
Hmm?
Teaching somebody how to do first-person shooters. It works awesome at that because it's not fast. It doesn't force you to aim at anything without, you take your time to aim and stop and think. And now my buddy who's learning how to play this game is almost ready to start playing Left 4 Dead. Because, like I said, I threw him into Left 4 Dead, dude. He almost vomited. So, it was a little too, yeah. Like it's tough on him because he's never played games before. So I mean, he wants to because he sees me playing and it looks so easy when I play. So I said, sure, go ahead. And he got sick to his stomach because he couldn't handle it. But I bought him Portal 2, and I said, well, I could do the co-op thing and kind of help him along. And he's picking it up nice. He's starting to figure out how the mouse works and all that shit. And like I said, you don't get the time shit till later in the game. You know what I mean? Like you're not forced to hurry. But yeah, it works pretty good. So if you haven't teach somebody how to play a game, Portal's a really good way to go.
That video, there's a kid with a Nerf gun walking into that studio. I just don't know why.
Here's that video. I didn't actually watch the video all the way through. I just watched the opening, seeing that they were talking to some teacher about playing games.
Have a look at the kids.
Oh, yeah, what is he doing with that Nerf gun?
Oh, he does as well.
What the hell's that? Gonna shoot me some head crabs.
Oh, they're teaching him to use hammer.
Oh, see, that's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There were 3 students per station, and I think each station had a successful test room that they could actually run around in. They just really had a portal gun and a companion cue that they could throw around.
I wonder where they got the tutorials to do it.
And everything seemed to work out.
Yeah.
You should be receiving a check shortly.
Something that they created that was pretty much the end of it. I think at this age they're really pretty quick to catch on to things, especially in this generation.
We've been working on a spatial reasoning project, so the kids were building these models and they were rotating.
So is Gladys less
pictures of them
kids?
and doing drawings, and then we're and using the camera tool, they
She's not very nice.
in order to create a level in Portal, and it was just a fantastic.
I wonder what schools can actually afford this.
In the real world.
We're still working with
Gotta be
advertisers
private.
around here, so
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about the computers in the classroom. How can they afford the computers to do it?
Well, I mean, Portal and Hammer isn't really that resource.
Heavy? Yeah.
No.
I can
Yeah,
use
no,
Portal
really.
and Hammer on a
No,
netbook. Oh.
Well, they still
Yeah.
have to compile it
Yeah.
and play it. If they can, then
Yeah.
good.
That's true, yeah.
But they only need one decent computer to compile. They don't have
That
to have
does
those
say-
laptops.
It
True.
does say the
Yeah.
Evergreen School visits Valve, so they're actually a Valve. For
They're
that.
at Valve right now, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if they're okay, they're fine. They got all the horsepower they could need.
So
They're
these
basically
could be
running my system.
these could be the future modders here that we'll be talking to in a few years. Or tomorrow.
I was gonna say. That's Valve headhunting right there.
Yeah.
Come, look at this, look at this, look at this.
You
Now
two
work
can
on
work
it
here. Wanna
forever.
work here?
You could
Are we
do
gonna
this
see, like-
and make.
Do
Are
you
we
reckon there's
gonna see,
already
like, a
one
custom
kid there
map
that knows how to use it?
Awesome. Okay. All right. So that's what's going on with the Steam. Now, there's something else here that I'm only bringing this next article up because you never know what you're looking at when when you see the when you see all the animations and stuff going on inside of a game, you never really know where those animations came
Please
from.
be a dude. Please be a dude, because that's just
So
gonna be
here
funny as hell.
is a video that IGN threw out regarding Harlequin from Batman.
Testing passed, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Oh, hiya, B-Man. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform? Bye-bye for now.
God.
But yeah, you never know where the animations are coming from because it doesn't matter. You could have the model and the animation is all managed within a computer after the data is collected, so it could come from anywhere. But really, how you get this
That all
information
came
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That guy is
that
enjoying
actually all
himself
came
way
from
too much.
Asylum.
I've been working on a game over at my office, and we captured the video. We captured the animation using a Kinect on a PC, and we just have some guy doing the motions that have to go on in the game, and we cut up the motions and use them how we want. So it could be anything, anybody. All right, jumping over. Could be you. Yes, jumping over Dead Island. We can talk about Dead Island now. I know that Jynx was looking forward to us talking about this. Now,
I'm
first,
confused.
go on.
I'm confused with it. Oh no, go ahead, please. Yeah, I just I don't know what to think of it.
Well, first of all, what they're saying is that the devs have pushed back the DLC to refocus on getting the bugs fixed, because there are a lot of bugs with this game. Now, I believe that I actually have a different opinion than Welshy and Breesy. The three of us have been playing the game this week. They seem to like it, and I gotta say, I got a lot of problems with it, and I'm not afraid to tell you.
My computer thinks it's a fucking virus.
It is a zombie virus. See,
I'm not kidding you. It comes up, warning. Yeah.
The one issue
Oh,
I
no,
run
it runs. It runs good.
The one issue I've run into is if you're playing co-op and the microphone is like constantly on.
Yeah, that's the main
That's the
thing for me.
one problem that I've run into.
Well, I
Everything else-
fixed that for me. It's just you that couldn't get it fixed.
I can fix, yeah.
Okay, what they're talking
My
about there,
headset's
what you,
stupid.
well, that was a little confusing the way you worded that for people that don't know. What happens here is that when you play on the game, by default, you're playing in an open world that anybody can join in, so you can play cooperatively. And when you do, there's a microphone. There's just like, voice chat in a game. Well, this thing is on by default and almost always on, so that when you're in the game, you just start talking. All of a sudden, you realize that you're talking to whoever else is in the game. However, if you're also you could also be playing with somebody that has a microphone that buzzes like hell. And so all you hear through this entire game is this awful, annoying buzzing sound.
Or they're listening to music, or they're doing something.
And just to throw this out for the people, anybody who's in the show right now listening, you guys are more than welcome to play with me. I have no problem with it. My name is Gopher Chucks. If you see me playing, you're more than welcome. But to the rest of you, fuck off. I do not want to hear. I don't want to see you. I don't care about what you can do or what you know where is. I don't care if you're trying to do something. I'm playing my fucking game. That's
right.
No, I don't need help. Yeah, I'm pretty skilled at this sort of thing.
You can change it though in the options to single player.
Right, but Jynx is bringing up an extremely important point there, saying that we jump in and we're level 1, 2 players. A level 20 player comes in and runs ahead of you and says, "Oh, let me help you," and shoots everything in front of you.
Right. Shoots. That's a good example. Shoots. I don't even have a fucking gun yet. Okay, I mean, I just got brass knuckles, and I think that's the coolest thing in the world. All right, and I just also got a hold of a truck and ran a bunch of shit over. I like that too, but. I like I said, I'm confused. It's not that I don't like the game. It's just there's a lot of shit that I could see changed, or just, I don't know. I shouldn't be left at the devices of other people jumping in and constantly a thing in the corner saying, press A if you want to join this person.
If you go to the options, Jynx, you can change it to single player. So you can play by yourself. You can also, I think, put it to like private lobby or something.
Private slots, yeah.
Private
did
doesn't
for
work.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did for me
like I
last
said,
year.
I did. Yeah, I tried
had no-
doing the
we had no
same
problem.
thing, and people were actually joining me. They were actually
Yes.
joining on my. Yeah.
Same thing to Mrs. Foyle. She set it to private, and people were joining.
See, we didn't have that problem.
No.
I mean, like I said, I went through the options first thing because the first time I played it and some guy joined, he's like, "Go for jobs, go for jobs, go for." It's like, yeah, later. You know, I've had three beers and this is gonna get ugly, so I just fucking left. You know.
I also have an issue.
You know,
with
so
I have an issue with the video, being that
Go
whenever
ahead.
I couldn't change the resolution, I couldn't change it to windowed mode, so everything felt, I don't know why, but it went for the fullest, largest resolution it could go for, and it felt sluggish to me as a result, and I couldn't lower it.
See, I didn't have. I
Yeah,
haven't had
graphics-wise,
No, I
I've had no trouble.
When,
Like I
when
said,
did
the
you
only
last
problem
play?
I've had is the game froze and the fucking virus shit popped up. Me?
When did you last play it,
Last
Will?
week.
I
That's
played it
weird.
yesterday.
Oh, okay. Just because I'm wondering if there was a patch in between that fixed it, because I really haven't had any issues other than the microphone thing.
Yeah, the microphone
Everything's
thing.
been
I liked
fine.
Breezy came up, looked up a solution, and what they were saying is that you have to have two microphones. One for Steam that you put somewhere else, and then
I've got a
one you
new
actually
technique
use.
now. New technique.
See,
But I
'cause
don't get the
tried his
echo anymore.
idea. I tried his idea, what you're saying there, and it didn't work for me. I wasn't able to get that to stop.
So basically, one for the game itself, and then one for you to run on Skype.
Basically,
Yeah.
all you
Yeah.
need to do is go into your Steam settings,
Mhm.
and then let me have a look. You go on
I
your
changed mine
voice,
to
and you need to
press
change
to-
your to. That doesn't work. You've got to change your recording device to something. I've got mine set now as line-in Sound Max, so
Okay.
I've got it set to my onboard sound
Okay.
rather than my sound card.
I
Gotcha.
wonder now if
Yep.
you've got to do it out of the game, because when I was trying to do it, I was actually in game.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you've definitely got to do it outside the game.
Okay, I got it.
That's
I see what you're saying.
excellent
Yeah.
information. Excellent information.
Yep.
Because like literally, other than that, I've had no problems with the game. Me, Breezy, and another friend of ours, Chris, had a hell of a good laugh playing it.
Ooh, he's
Yeah,
got
like I
an
said,
arm.
it's
I even got a Shaun
it's
of the
not that I
Dead
didn't
quote.
enjoy it.
Mhm.
I mean,
found it with an arm up.
like I said, the first time I wailed somebody with an iron pipe and his brain fell out, I was like, yeah, okay, I like this. This is cool. But like I said, the only problem that I've had with it is the other people and not being able to control them, and having a, I don't know, like I saw in there where I have a slot, like I can reserve 3 slots, but it still leaves like 2 more open to anyone.
Mhm.
And why in the fuck do people with a level 20 feel the need to join a server with the guy with the level 7?
You don't really
You
get
know?
to choose. You're just kind of run. It's like matchmaking. You're just running past,
Oh,
and so
okay.
somebody is nearby, and you go, okay.
Because I always host my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always host my own game.
It's
I
a
don't,
very
I don't
Left
do
4
that.
Dead sort of thing going on in it. You need to play with your friends.
You
yeah,
do have
otherwise
to.
it's just
You need to
Yeah.
get a group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I played
game, like I was trying to say, the game does not play like Left 4 Dead at all. I mean, it is nothing.
No.
It's not like Call of Duty zombies. It's not like Killing Floor. I mean, it's a completely different animal.
Yes.
I like the stamina system. I think that's quite.
Yeah, I like getting drunk.
Yeah,
I
I
like
do
it.
that a lot. And I'm not talking
I got
about in the
drunk and
game.
drove. That was awesome. I mean, I got drunk and drove. I was running people while zombies over. I actually had one come through the windshield and ride around with me for a while.
The funniest thing I've seen about with the car was Breezy driving. He runs one down but doesn't quite kill it. And it's like
Oh, really?
rather than
Stop, back up.
yeah. So rather than just go, it's like
The best-
That's very Zombieland style.
You hold the brake and the gas at the same time while you're on their head. You like do a burnout and squirt blood everywhere. It's fucking awesome. I swear.
I just got that you can stamp on zombie heads. That's fun. I have a lot of fun with that one.
Oh yeah, I spend most of my time stomping to save my weapons.
Mhm.
So
The kick.
I mean, I just my tire iron to like a level 2 or 3 tire iron, so I splatter brains pretty fast. But
got a baseball
brass
bat,
knuckles.
isn't it?
Swear, I've got 2 brass knuckles, and I get on top of them and just beat their faces in. You know what I mean? It's like it's really reminiscent of my younger days. You know, so I'm like, yeah, you know, like,
I feel like a kid again.
it's great. Yeah, it's like turning their face into mush. You know, I mean,
Jeez.
good stuff though. Really, I like that. You know, I can't do that shit anymore. You know, I got to be civilized. So.
But
Sorry for
again,
anybody. Oh.
again, it really does seem like something that you'd, if possible, play with friends. I tried playing alone last night, and I was a bit bored.
Yeah. The reviews that I've read is
a couple
single
of people
player
have jumped in and played with me, and they weren't assholes. You know what I mean? They were cool. They didn't try to tell me where to go. I mean, they'd be like, "So what are you doing?" You know, and I'd just be like, "I'm doing this." He's like, "Okay, I'll come with you." You know, and it was fine. You know, we didn't talk. I'm not very talkative, so. I mean, it was nice getting help with that big muscle zombie. That was kind of cool, but I kept throwing stuff at him, and I mean everything. He was
the
tough.
guy, the one in the lifeguard tower. Is that the one you're on about?
Yeah, the garage door guy. Yeah.
Why does no one try the gas canisters?
I did. It worked perfectly. Just boom.
I did. Yeah,
I
did. I was throwing. Yeah.
You got to throw your weapon out.
Yeah, I threw it. Yeah.
That was the first thing I tried.
But he still didn't go down. He got.
All right.
Yeah, I did something stupid and hit one with a pipe and blew myself up. I guess that works.
Okay, moving on to another topic. Moving over to what's going on with PlayStation. I got an interesting email this morning saying on September 15th, Sony Network Entertainment, blah, 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 will ask you to re-sign the Terms of Service user agreement, blah, 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 in order to use the service, right? Okay. Well, it turns out that they're changing the Terms of Service. Sony is changing it for the PlayStation Network to make it so that it's either more difficult or you just don't even have any rights to sue them.
I was going to say, like, waiving your right to sue them.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So that way, you know, if they accidentally lose your data or give it out to somebody they shouldn't give it out to, well, you know what? Too bad.
Yeah. A lot of these companies are getting to where they want to start selling your information to advertisers and shit.
Oh,
they can't do that. Well, they can't do that legally without you saying so, and that's how they get you with these user agreements. Because who reads it? Who reads a fucking 5,000-word user agreement?
No one does. Yeah, reading I think I read the Windows XP one once, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I know there's a couple of frickin' people out there that actually have read through them, and they'll post on, like, you know, the blogs and stuff like, don't do this because of this and this and this. And it's like, too late, man. I've already done this years ago. So you want to see what I'm doing? Fine.
Well,
you might be disturbed.
The one the Windows one says they're allowed to do pretty much whatever they want to your computer.
I'd really like to see what they want to advertise to me by watching what I do with my PC. It's like, oh, well, we got a guy who runs from the police and commits murder, likes to drink. Well, I guess they could sell him beer commercials, you know. That's about it.
See if he's interested in a gun-toting dog.
Right. Hey.
Throw back to an earlier conversation right there.
If I had a pit bull that could fire a gun, oh man.
All right. So yeah, be careful what you're signing away there. What kind of rights you're losing, and decide whether or not you want to do it. And that.
I mean, I'm borderline on the new.
On the new what?
The new Battlefield. I'm kind of borderline on that too, just because I got a beef with EA. So
yeah, I can understand that.
If you create an Origin account, there you do get all your stuff back.
So they say.
Yeah, I know. I'm still a bit like, like I keep opening Origin up just to make sure that they don't close my account for inactivity or something stupid.
Right. I haven't done that yet. I saved the email to where I could, but I haven't done it yet. I haven't looked into it. So.
This week, I thought it was next week. This week, Welshy takes off to Eurogamer Expo.
Yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Got some interviews. Got some other things to do.
Yeah.
Going where the Welshman's not wanted.
What he does,
London.
What he doesn't,
not allowed in London.
They're welcome in London because there's no Londoners there.
Yeah,
they're all foreign there.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know if when. Oh, you're supposed to be getting back on Saturday, so you will be able to join us on the next show and
Yeah.
tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
You're not working,
And
right?
I was planning to do no, I was planning to. I made sure of that. To do some kind of typing up of articles and things while I'm out there, depending on how drunk I am at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and there's always Twitter. So if you guys want to follow
Twitter.
Follow our Twitter feed, you will keep in contact with Welshy, and he'll be probably tweeting a whole bunch of stuff that's going on over there, which is kind of kind of the thing that we like to do.
And that one as well.
Yep, and you're always welcome to follow me. So we also have a MODSonline one somewhere.
There's a joke there.
you just agreed to stalking.
What else? I think that takes care of this week. You guys have anything else that's going on?
If you're a Eurogamer, buy me a beer.
I will try this evening when I stop to play some games, but like I said, I gotta roll. I gotta be in Atlanta in a couple days, so.
I'll tell you what. If anybody goes to Eurogamer, and sees Welshy, and says hi,
God.
and Welshy takes note of who you are, I will send them a T-shirt.
There we go.
Just one person. The first person that does it. I can't send a T-shirt to everybody.
Right.
I could ruin you right there by just going around going, "Hey, do you want a free T-shirt?"
Name and address, please.
So there you go.
I'm gonna call Welshy's phone and be like, "Hey, I've seen you."
I'm looking here on your Facebook. Does that count?
Right? Yeah. Because the phone he's got now, I can actually call him right to his phone.
Okay. Anything else? That's it. That's it. Good. Okay. I've got an interesting little video for the end based on Dead Island, so you might want to stick around to check that out at the end of the show. And until then, I guess I want to say thanks to our host for taking the time out to chat today. Welshy, thank you very much for joining us today. Posting the show notes too.
Problem.
Yeah, and Breesy, thank you very much for joining us today.
No problem.
And Jynx, thank you very much for joining us today.
Glad to when I can.
Yeah. Okay, so finally, I want to thank you, the fans of MODSonair.com, and the subscribing members of MODSonline.com for, making this possible. And until next week, everyone, happy gaming. Bye. Thanks for watching this week, and come back next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@MODSonair.com. And please consider subscribing to MODSonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners.
Moi et mon tomo.
What the hell was that?
Yep.